Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Hi, evening YouTube. Back with you one more time. Bring you a update on the meter box, DC panel, whatever you want to call it. Gonna show you what I've done to it. I have changed it again. Yes, I have. So this is basically the way it looks now. And I kind of like this a lot better. Everything fits much better. It's tighter. So, in addition to that, as you can see, I got my nine-volt batteries. So that will be ready to go. I probably won't do this till tomorrow sometime, the testing phase of this. I don't know, it's 10 o'clock right now. Actually it's 10:30, so getting kind of late here. Here's my that's all done. Everything's ready to go except for, I think what I'm going to do is solder these in place and leave the leads on there, and then for the testing phase of it, and then once I get the rest of the circuit in there, I'll probably run a line around here over to the negative on this, and that's probably all I'll do. I'll just use a clip lead to run for the positive for now. But like I said, I'll probably leave those long just to have something to connect the clip leads to and things. So I guess it'd be helpful if I put that in the right way. Yeah. So, but like I said, I made this change because I did like the broken part up here, number one. And like I said, it's just it's much better. It fits tight. Really took my time with this one to get it right. And like I said, I had plenty of this stuff to mess with. So, but I even countersunk the screws in pretty good. So I think it looks pretty good. Not bad. Not perfect. Never meant to be perfect. So that's about it for that. I don't want to waste a bunch of time. Probably, like I say, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We're supposed to be working on the Buick, and don't know if we will or not, when we will or like that. So supposed to in the morning, I think. So we'll get that going, and maybe tomorrow evening I'll have some time to run some tests on this, make sure everything's working. I'm going to have to hook up I'll just use my little plug for this test, and no sense in taking the back out off of that or the front or whatever and hooking in the wire yet. That can wait a few more days. And like I said, this is where it's going to sit. Right like that. I think that'll work out pretty good. I toyed with the idea of painting it a similar like this, maybe some different colors though instead of yellow and black. I don't know, may not. Just haven't figured that out yet. What I want to do with it. So if I do it this way, I'm going to have to put my fuse on the same size as the switch. So again, that's all I'm thinking about the stuff and like that. I'm still kind of taking a break from it. Haven't been working hard on it and stuff like that. So anywho, I'll get back with you guys when we have some testing to do. So stay tuned. Alright, back with you once more, YouTube. I encountered a small problem. I have everything hooked up. I double checked it, and the only thing I can figure is something was hitting something. I have a bunch of open connections here, and they're very easy to hit in something else, but I was trying to avoid that. Anyway, this is the fuse holder for the Variac, and this is the fuse. I think you can pretty much see that's blown. I heard it pop when I turned it on, and I watched the ammeter over here go up pretty high at first, but I thought that was normal. I thought that's what it usually did. So unfortunately, until I get another fuse, I'm not really sure what size it is. It's supposed to be a 4 amp, I do believe. It says right there on the housing. Like I said, that's the only thing I can figure is I had something touching something that shouldn't have been touching. So may go ahead and do this without the meters to just get a reading on the here's how I've got it hooked up. That's the power board, or whatever you want to call it. That's the rectifier, and that's the capacitor. I do have them soldered to the board, but I left the leads along so I could go ahead and hook this up and do it. Once I get the other what was I trying to say? Fuse. I think I'll buy a box of those. I will try it again, but like I say, I'm going to go ahead and do it without the meters hooked up. I don't think there was a problem with the connections. I think it was just like I say. It was. See, I've got a couple open connections here, like that battery connection is not insulated at all. And I think that was all it was the battery connections. The only thing that are out in the open here like this. I do have this one here. And if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's the output. That would be the total output right there. Now that might have been shorted out somewhere, but it just goes over here to the positive of the capacitor, and this is the positive of the rectifier, and it goes back around. This loop wire here goes over to here, and those are connected basically. Is what that is. So it's hooked up just like the diagram. So that's what that's where I'm at. Sorry for the disappointment here. I didn't get to see it. I could stick something around that fuse if I wanted to and probably get this to work, but you know, I'm just not real sure about that. So plus I've got a bad connection here. It's not bad, but it keeps coming off the wire there, so I need a clip lead there instead of using them push clips or whatever they call them. So anywho, that's what we're at, and that's what's going on. Like I say, once I get the fuse, I can't think of that word. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to hook up the meters right away until I get verification that there's no problem here. You know, this could be shorted. You never can tell. I mean, you know, you buy Chinese stuff and it could be shorted. You know, I never even checked it because, you know, it was new. So I thought, well, you know, I'll just go ahead and put it in there. So a lot of things it could be. So I'm not going to worry about it until I get fuse. So I'm going to wrap this up. Kylie was doing dishes. I don't know where she went. She must have went back into the living room. Let me turn off this. I'm back for the close here. I did get some work done on the Buick, and not as much as I wanted to do, but it was pretty good. I also discovered something that I had forgot about completely. Some time ago I purchased a hyper tough oscillating multi-tool, and one of the functions of that is a sander, and I had completely forgotten about that. And there's some places that the orbital sander won't get into, and it doesn't like curvatures and things like that on the flat metal. so it doesn't do well with that. So I thought, you know, I'll hook that up and try that, and I did at the very last. I didn't get it on film or on video, but anyway, it is has been tested and it works well for that. So I will be getting some more discs for that because it only comes with one 180, one 100, and one 120, I think is what it was. So I'll need to get some more discs for it. Like I said, that's where we're at and what we're doing. I've got to go get Lexi here in a little bit. She gets off at 9 tonight, I think, so I've got about a little over half hour. So I'll have time to get this, and oh, I did get myself injured too. I was working with the wheel on the drill, the wire brush attachment for the drill, and I got a little too close to that, so oh well. Like I said, this is what's going on. Sorry that I didn't get more done on this wiring. I did try. Apparently something was hitting, but like I say, I'm going to test this first, and if it's good, then we'll hook up the meters and we'll go from there. I think the meters are fine. One digit on the meter doesn't light up. I don't know if that's by design or what, but now all the ammeter leads or digits light up. So, but anyway, that's where we're at, what we're doing, and you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.